So Metro Art and Design commissioned More People Than You Know, which is a series of 12 portraits which will be displayed on the digital screens along the A-line. The portraits we commissioned are by local artists, and in many instances the subjects they portrayed have a strong connection to the A-line or the communities that Metro serves.
For me, I kind of like started looking back into my own history, like riding like public transportation on the Metro, and to me, like I've ridden it like as a little kid with my parents, as an adolescent, and then as an adult too. And so like for me, using my nephew, it's almost like a transplant, it's almost like his own portrait. And so it's kind of like I had my nephew and my wife in there, and I'm like, well, it's kind of like, you know, two perspectives. Like you're looking at like riding a train as a little kid, that's something like interesting and fascinating, and then as an adult, it's a little bit more utilitarian, but also it's like a break from what you're doing, to, you know, to maybe getting to work or coming home from work.
Looking at the portraits, you know, by a glance, you know, allows them to go into a whole nother world. And they go to my world for a moment, and that feels, you know, really good that I get to touch their lives, even though I may never meet them. You know, people I may see who've seen my art that, you know, I know that I've put something out in the world that grows on its own.
Yes.
And for you to be the actual person that they're seeing, what is that like?
It's weird because I almost feel like it kind of lets them see, you know, there's beauty in the experience. There's beauty in, you know, experiencing the Metro and just like enjoying a ride to and fro to their destination. And basically looking at the portrait of me, it could be like looking at themselves, you know? Because I'm a passenger staring out into, you know, the city just as they are. And, you know, it's a chance to experience that beauty outwardly and inwardly.
You want to go on the train?
Yeah. Okay, I'm not being rude this time.
I was just thinking of future writers too. Like because I don't know if you went on my piece, I did a lot of stenciling of stay behind the yellow line, all like the warning factors, like teach your children, like like be safe. That's what I was thinking of.
Right.
So in the future, when we're on the Metro again or on the train, it's like this is what I'm going to be telling her nonstop.
This is definitely the most personal piece I've ever done for public work, and I think it's important to kind of also acknowledge elderly and their role in society. You know, I think that they're only viewed in advertising. You know, when it comes to like AARP or, you know, in films, you know, they're always senile and crazy, but you know, in reality, they're actually still a strong part of the workforce, and yeah. So I think that's kind of important to kind of not necessarily put them on a pedestal, but kind of like give them a voice, you know. So yeah, it could have been another older person, but I think my mom was the person I actually associate with the Metro.